Hey everyone, have you ever had a dream, a project, something you wanted to put out into the world? I did. I remember the day so clearly. A quiet room, a blinking cursor, and a decision. A decision to start something new. I decided to open a channel. And I called it Fans Power. I had this grand vision, this picture in my mind of what it could be. I imagined a community, people connecting, sharing ideas, and being inspired. The name itself, Fans Power, felt right. It was about the power of a community, the power of people coming together. The excitement was real. The passion was there. I hit publish on that first video, my heart pounding, and I thought, this is it. This is the start of something amazing. But reality, as it often does, had a different plan. The beginning wasn't easy, not at all. I'd spend hours, sometimes days, planning, shooting, editing, pouring every bit of myself into a video. I'd upload it, full of hope, and then nothing. Well, not exactly nothing. I'd see a few views trickle in. Maybe 10, maybe 20 on a good day. The comments section was just empty space. A long, echoing silence. I'd refresh the page over and over, hoping for a spike, a sign that someone, somewhere, was watching. But mostly, it was just quiet. It felt like shouting into a void. I was putting all this effort in, but the response was just a whisper. It was a tough, humbling, and honestly, a very lonely experience. Doubts started to creep in, like a shadow in the corner of my mind. It would whisper to me late at night when I was editing the next video. Is anyone even watching this? Is it worth it? I started to question everything, the content, the quality, myself. I'd look at other creators, their channels growing, their communities thriving, and that question would get louder and louder. Should I continue? It felt like I was standing at a crossroads. One path was to keep going, to keep pushing against this invisible wall. The other path, the easier path, was to just stop, to admit that maybe this wasn't for me. To just let the channel fade away. The temptation to quit was immense. It would have been so simple to just close the laptop and walk away. But in that moment of doubt, something else happened. A flicker of light. It wasn't some grand, dramatic moment. It was a quiet, internal shift. I took a deep breath and remembered why I started in the first place. It wasn't just about the numbers. It was about the dream. And I realized that success, real success, isn't just given to you. It's earned. First and foremost, I put my faith in a higher power. I truly believe that with God's grace, anything is possible. That belief became my anchor. It gave me a sense of peace and a deep-seated conviction that I was on the right path, even if I couldn't see the destination yet. I held on to hope. I refused to let the silence and the low numbers define my journey. I told myself, don't lose hope. Not yet. That shift in mindset changed everything. It wasn't about waiting for a lucky break anymore. It was about creating my own momentum. It became a simple, powerful mantra, consistency. I committed to a schedule. I showed up day in and day out, whether I felt like it or not. I kept learning, I kept improving. I spent countless hours watching tutorials, studying what worked, and experimenting with new ideas to develop my content. I wasn't afraid to fail anymore. An idea didn't work. Fine. I'd analyze why, learn from it, and try something new. It was a cycle of trial after trial, attempt after attempt. Each video was a step forward, a lesson learned. The energy started to build, not from the outside, but from within. I was fueling my own fire, and then, suddenly, it happened. I remember uploading a video just like any other. I went through my usual routine, not expecting much, but then I noticed something different. The view count wasn't trickling in, it was flowing. It went from hundreds to 1,000. I refreshed the page, thinking it was a glitch, but the numbers kept climbing. Comments started pouring in, notifications were buzzing nonstop. The silence was finally broken. It was an explosion. The numbers that were once a source of frustration were now in the thousands, and they just kept going up. The feeling was epic. It was a breakthrough. All those quiet nights, all that doubt, all that hard work, it had all led to this moment. Today, Fans Power is more than just a channel. It's a community. It reaches thousands of people with every video. Looking back, it's hard to believe how far we've come. That small, quiet channel I started in my room has grown into something I am incredibly proud of. It's a testament to the power of not giving up. Seeing the numbers is amazing, yes, but what's even more powerful is seeing the impact, the comments from people who connect with the content. That's the real success. The lesson in all of this is simple, but it's so important. Everything, absolutely everything, starts with a single step. That first decision, that first video, that first attempt. But the step is just the beginning. It's consistency that truly makes the difference. It's the showing up, the learning, the adapting, the refusal to quit when things get hard. That's what separates a fleeting idea from a lasting reality. The journey is long, and it's not always easy, but persistence is the engine that will carry you through. And you know what? This is just the beginning. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of what's possible. With God's will, what's coming next will be even bigger, even better. The dream is still growing, and I'm more excited than ever to see where this journey takes us, together. Thank you for being a part of it. If you're new here, consider subscribing and joining the family. We're just getting started.